had lunch with a fucking cult today.
She did. It's so fucked up.
It was on accident. But like, I was walking down the street. I was like doing my laundry. And I was just walking back to my hotel or whatever. Some older Japanese woman crashed into like a pole in front of me and fell off of her bike. So I was like, oh my god, are you okay? Like, daijoubu, daijoubu. And I like grabbed her bags for her and helped her get up. And she's like, oh, thank you so much. I'm okay, I'm okay. And I was walking away, like, she said thank you and like got on her bike. And I was walking down the street and she rode back up to me and was like, wait, thank you, and like handed me a book. And it was like some kind of crazy book about like understanding the afterlife and shit. And I was like, what? We just so happened to be right outside of her church when she rode back up to me and caught me and was like, oh, come in here, I'm gonna give you some tea. And I looked at the place, I was like, oh, this poor old lady's in a freaking cult, but like whatever, I'll have some tea with you. So I went and I had tea with her and was just talking to her. And nothing bad or nefarious happened. It was just really bizarre. And I knew what it was going into it, which is kind of like goofy. But I did try to tell her no. I was like, no, it's all right. Like, I'm on my way to go like eat something. It's okay. And she's like, no, really, let me buy you some tea. And I was like, all right. I felt kind of bad. But
Japanese people usually like really like just not persistent with that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's like extremely abnormal.
She must have been like in deep. I feel bad for her because she's like an old lady and she kind of looked kind of rattled and like not all there. I think she was probably being super taken advantage of by her little cult. Yeah, especially because I believe that, like, I think her cult tells her to like fall over on her bike in front of people right near their cult building. And I didn't realize that part until afterwards though. I was just like thinking about it more. I was like, wait a minute, that whole thing was probably super planned.
It was absolutely super planned.
Yeah, it makes me feel bad that they have people like almost hurting themselves to just like get people in. Oh yeah, they took a selfie with me.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
They're gonna fucking hunt you down.
Nah, they're gonna like post me on their website and be like, look who joined our cult. And I'll be like, yo, that's me.
Use you for gaijin cred.
Yeah, they're like, we got a little white girl to join our cult. I did not join their cult though, no matter what they might say. I just feel bad for people like that. I know there's a bad cult problem like in Japan and even in like South Korea. Mm-hmm.
I think people here are probably pretty desperate for like a sense of community.
Yeah, it's always like a crazy pyramid scheme. And they usually do target like older women for it. I don't know why. It's so weird.
Well, because they're more lonely. Like your kids leave the house and like all your older relatives that you can rely on are all dead because now you're like...
It's freaked up.
The age that you're supposed to be taking care of the younger people.
It's so freaked up. But yeah, I've got a bunch of their books and shit now. I think I'm gonna read it on the plane. Maybe they're onto something.
Oh my god! Don't join a Japanese cult. Don't join any cult.
What if I do? Would you still be my friend? What if I start trying to get you in? I'm like, hey, do you want to come have some tea?
No.
What if I like get on my bike and I crash into your house?
Oh my god!
And I'm like, help me, help.
If I can use you for content.
Yeah, I was like texting her and telling her what happened. I was like, hey, Pippa, I just had lunch with a cult. And she's like, what? Why? And I was telling her and she was all worried about me. But then she was like, at least it's content.
Yes, it is.
So true.
Cookie! Cookie! It's a pink rabbit! Oh my god! It's Pippa! It's a pink rabbit!